Pre-algebra, this is our review for the quiz in Unit 4, rational numbers. Label the number line appropriately to exactly graph the requested fraction. So 1/6, if I divided the space between 0 and 1 into 6 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if this was 1, each of these would be 1/6. So 1/6 would be right here. Negative 4/5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this is negative 1, then negative 4/5. 1, 2, 3, 4 is right here. 7/5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this is 2, then 7/5 would be right here. 2 and 1/3. So if I go over 1, 2, 3, if I call this 1, 1, 2, 3, this is 2, 1, 2, 3, and this is 3. 2 and 1/3 is right here. Negative 7/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I call this negative 1, then negative 7/8 is right there. What fraction of the shape is shaded? So if I look at the first one, it looks like the big gray pieces are 3/4 has been shaded. If you look at the next one as all of these rectangles, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 of those. So 3/8 of that shape has been shaded. If I look at these size squares, what have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 8 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 8 out of 40, which is 4 out of 20, or 2/10, or 1/5. That's the final full credit answer, 1/5. If I look at the next one, probably the easiest way to count these would be the number of these triangles that you see. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those triangles, okay? And how many of those triangles are in this shape? So it looks like I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So 25 of those triangle shapes. And let's just make sure I did that right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Did I do that right? Let's count those again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So 25. 7 out of 25. Convert to an improper fraction. So you multiply 6 times 11. So it's going to be what? 66 plus 5 over 11, which is 71 over 11. This one you're going to have 5 times 12, 60 plus 1 over 5, 61 over 5. Convert to a mixed number. 5 goes into 7 one time. That leaves you what, a 2. 5 goes into there 4 times. Gives you a 1. So this is 14 and 1/5. This is a negative number, so 7 goes into 87. Goes into there 1 time. 7 goes into 17 2 times. The remainder is 3. So this is 12 and 3/7. The number is negative. find these numbers on the number line. Negative 2/3, negative 1 3/7. So this one is negative 2/3 right there. And then negative 1 3/7 is B. The only number between 0 and 1 would be this guy, 22 over 23. The only number between 1 and 2 is going to be 9/7. So that's going to be E. And then 2 and 4/5 is going to be D. Give the prime factorization. So if I look at 1260, I know that number is even. So that's 2 times 630, which is 2 times 315. No longer divisible by 2. That number is divisible by 3. So that's 3 times 105. That number is 3 times 35, which is 5 times 7. So my prime factorization is 2 squared, 3 squared, times 5 times 7. 384. So that is divisible by 2 times 192, right? So 2 will go into there 96 times. That's 2 times 48, which is 2 times 24, 2 times 12, 2 times 6, 2 times 3. So count up the 2's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 2 to the 7th times 3. Simplify the expression 36x over 84x squared. So remember 36 is what? 2 times 18, 2, 9, and 3, 3. Right? So I've got 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times x. 84 is 2 times 42, which is 2 times 21, which is 3 times 7. So 2 times 2 times 3 times 7 times x times x. So 2 over 2 is 1, 2 over 2, 3 over 3, x over x. This final answer is 3 over 7x. 96x, negative 96x over 81. So 96 is 2 times 48, which is 2 times 24, 2 times 12, 2 times 6, 2 times 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 3x. And then 81 is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So the only thing that I get here is I get a 3 over a 3 that's going to cancel. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is negative 32x over 27. The relationship between these fractions. So 4 times 35 is 140. And then 7 times 19 is, which is 133. So that means 4/7 is bigger. 7 times 54, that's 350 plus 28, that's 378. 21 times 18. So 21 times 18 is 378. These are equal. Perform the operation and give your answer in simplest form. So 21 is 2 times 7. 35 is 5 times 7. 55 is 5 times 11. 14 is 2 times 7. And let me back up. 21 was 3 times 7. Okay. So 7 cancels. 5 cancels. Okay. And that's what I'm left with. So I'm left with 33 over 14. So this number is going to be positive, okay? If we break everything down, 24 is what? 24 is what? 2 times 12, 2 times 6, 2 times 3. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 3x. 45 is 3 times 15, so 3 times 3 times 5. 9 is 3 times 3. 8 is 2 times 2x. So I see the x over x is 1. I see these 3 2's, those 3 2's, these 2 3's, these 2 3's. This answer is 3/5. Division, turn it into multiplication. So this is 3/4 times 24 over -9. My answer is going to be negative, so I've got a 3, and then a what? 2 times 2, and then 24 is 2 times 12, which is 2 times 6, which is 2 times 3, and that number is negative. And then the 9 is what? 3 times 3. So these two 2's cancel here. The 3 cancels here, the 3 cancels here. And so this is just left with -2. Change this into multiplication. -2x over 3 times 8 over 9. In this one, there are no common factors. So if I just do this multiplication, oh, sorry about this, that was a 9x. So yes, the x over x, that cancels. You're going to be left with here -16 over 27. 4/5 minus 12/5, so 4 minus 12, this is just -8/5. 10x over 7 minus 15 over 7, so 10 minus 15, this is just -5x over 7. Next, my common denominator is going to be 55. So if I multiply this by 5 over 5 and by 11 over 11, I get 20 over 11 plus 20 over 55 plus 11 over 55 equals 31 over 55. Here my common denominator is 21. So multiply this by 3 over 3, 7 over 7. So 15 over 21 minus 49 over 21. So it's just whatever 15 minus 49 is. So 9 minus 5 is 4. -34 over 21. -1/20 and -3. So if I look for the common denominator here, so 20 is what? That 2 times 10, which is 2 and 5. So 2, 2, 5, and then 3. So all of these need to be present in my common denominator. My common denominator is going to be 60. So negative 1 over 20 times 3 over 3 minus 5/3 times 20 over 20. So this gives me negative 3 over 60 minus 100 over 60 is minus 103 over 60. 1/24 plus 1/36. So 24 is what? 2 times 12, which is 2 times 6, which is 2 times 3. 36 is 2 times 18, which is 2 times 9, which is 3 times 3. So my common denominator must have 3 2's. Okay. My common denominator must have 2 3's. And then it will satisfy both of these other conditions. So that common denominator is 72. So this needs to be multiplied by 3 over 3 and 2 over 2. So this gives me 3 over 72 plus 2 over 72 equals 5 over 72. Here my common denominator is 2x. So if I multiply this by x over x, you get x over 2x plus 1 over 2x, which is x plus 1 over 2x. Here, my common denominator is going to be 6x. So if I multiply this one by 2x over 2x, and here by 3 over 3, I get 2x over 6x minus 3 over 6x, which is 2x minus 3 over 6x. Find the least common denominator for these fractions. So 15 is 3 times 5. 24 is 2 times 12. 12 is 2 times 6. 6 is 2 times 3. And then 36 is 2 times 18. 18 is 2 times 9. 9 is 3 times 3. So my common denominator must have 3 2's. So that takes care of this condition. I must have 2 3's. Okay, that takes care of this condition and this condition. And then I also need a 5. So this is 72 times 5. This common denominator is 360. Find the value of these expressions. Okay, so x plus y, that's going to be negative 1/2 plus 3/4. Common denominator is going to be 4. So this is negative 2/4 plus 3/4 equals 1/4. X minus y, that's negative 1/2 minus 3/4. So that's negative 2/4 minus 3/4, negative 5/4. X times y, that's negative 1/2 times 3/4, which is negative 3/8. Negative x over y, so this is negative of negative 1/2 over 3/4. The two negatives make it positive, so it's going to be 1/2 times 4/3, which is going to be 4/6 or 2/3. x plus 1, that's negative 1/2, plus 1, that's negative 1/2, plus 2/2, which is 1/2. 3y, that's 3 times 3/4, which is 9/4. 2x minus y, so that's 2 times negative 1/2 minus 3/4. So this is negative 1 minus 3/4. So you could write this is negative 1 3/4, that's one answer. Or this is negative 4/4 minus 3/4 is negative 7/4. Absolute value of y minus x, so that's going to be 3/4 minus negative 1/2. So this is 3/4 plus 1/2. This is 3/4 plus 2/4. This is 5/4. X squared is negative 1/2 squared, which is negative 1/2 times negative 1/2, which is 1/4. Y over 2x, so that's 3/4 divided by 2 times negative 1/2. So this is 3/4 divided by negative 1. So this is 3/4 times the reciprocal of negative 1 is just negative 1. So this is just going to be negative 3/4. The number 451a is divisible by 6. What are the values of a? If it's divisible by 6, it has to be divisible by 2. So that means it could be 4510, 4512, 4514, 4516, 4518. If it's divisible by 3, okay, these numbers add to 10, so that's not divisible by 3. These numbers, 9 plus 1, yep. The numbers here, 9 plus 3 add to 12, so that is divisible by 3. 9 plus 5, these add to 14, that's not divisible by 3. These numbers would add to 9 plus 7, 16, okay? That's not divisible by 3. And then 9 plus 9, these numbers add to 18. That is divisible by 3. So if I did that right, did I do that? So the only ones that work would be this one and this one. So that means A is 2 or 8. 37A0 is divisible by 4. What's the value of A? So if I think about divisible by 4, so A could be 0. So if it's 3700, okay, 3710, 3720, 3730, 3740, 3750, 3760, 3770, 3780, 3790, and then that would be it. So you look at the last 2 digits. You divide that by 4 and you get 0. That works. Not divisible by 4. That is divisible by 4. Not divisible by 4. Divisible by 4. Not divisible by 4. Divisible by 4. Not divisible. And then not divisible by 4. So it could be this, 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 or this. So that means that A is equal to 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. What integer is closest to 8788 over 9130? 8788 is really close to 1. 91 over 30 is really close to 3. So this number is really close to 4. What is the reciprocal of 1/3 plus 1/5? Common denominator is 15. So 1/3 plus 1/5 is going to be 5/15 plus 3/15, which is 8/15. And then I need the reciprocal of that. The reciprocal is 15 over 8. If A over B is 5/6 and B over C is 6/11, what is A over C? So you know that if you multiply A over B times B over C, you get A over C. So this is going to be 5/6 times 6/11, which equals 5/11. If A over B is negative 5/4 and C over B is 3/2, what's the value of A over C? So again, A over B times B over C equals A over C. Well, this is C over B. So B over C is 2/3. So this is going to be negative 5/4, that's A over B, times B over C, 2/3. It's going to be negative, 10/12, which is negative 5/6. Dividing 5/7 by what number gives 4/9? So 5/7 divided by some number equals 4/9. Multiply both sides by x, and you get 5/7 equals 4/9 x. Divide both sides by 4/9. So x is 5/7 times 9/4. So 45 over 28. Dividing what number by 2/3 gives 4/5? So dividing what number by 2/3 equals 4/5. Multiply both sides by 2/3. And you get x equals 8/15. The product of what number and 7/8 is 14. So x times 7/8 equals 14. Divide both sides by 7/8. So x is 14 times 8 over 7, which is 16. Round this to the nearest integer. So on a number line, you've got -6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here's -7, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's -6 and 4/9. The closest integer is -6. The closest half is going to be -6.5. The closest tens, so it's going to be what, -10. Or sorry, no. If I go, to the closest tens, so tens are what? -10, 0, 10, okay. So if I count by tens, the closest tens is going to be 0. Find the product, okay. So this is 4 over 7 times 7 over 11 times 11 over 21 times 21 over 15. 7 over 7 is 1, 11 over 11, so forth. This answer is 4/15. Calculate this. When you divide 99999 by 3, you get all threes. And you multiply that by 2, and you get all sixes. If a Twizzler is 9 inches long, how many 3/5 inch pieces can you make from one Twizzler? So 3/5 times some number of pieces is going to be 9. So divide by 3/5, and you get x is equal to 9 times 5/3, which is 15. So there are 15 pieces. And that should take you to the end of the review there.